Hello everyone, welcome to our walkthrough of Boomi Enterprise Platform in 2025. This is the leading AI-powered integration platform as a service. In the next minutes, you will see how to build, monitor, and manage integrations, APIs, and intelligence automations in one unified system. Now let's explain a little bit what Boomi is. Boomi is basically a cloud native integration and automation platform that is going to connect different, software as a service, on-premise apps, data sources, APIs, and now even AI agents, all from a drag and drop visual designer. It's enterprise grade, just accessible for citizen integration as well as IT teams, okay? But I'm going to recommend that especially for, businesses. Keep in mind that you can start a free trial for 40 days. The other thing is that you actually need a business email address, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. You can always get like a temporary business email, so yeah, keep that in mind, okay? But you cannot do this with a Google email. All right. After you go log in, you're going to be welcome to this dashboard in here. I'm going to show you Boomi's core capabilities. This includes the integration tool, which is what we're going to show, especially today. This is going to be useful to build data flows using connectors and maps, deploying lightweight atoms across environments. You also have your API management, which is going to be useful for designing, securing, and govern REST and different graphs with built-in gateway and developer portals features. This was introduced not so long ago, actually. You also have your data hub, which is going to be useful to synchronize and cleanse data across systems for reliable golden records. And finally, we have Agent Studio, which is very new actually. It's from this month, from July 2025. And you're going to be able to manage the full life cycle of AI agents with built-in governance by a control, okay? So yeah, but today I'm just going to focus on integration. So let's just click in here, guys. And here we're basically going to build a real-time process connecting Shopify orders to one ERP, for example, SAP. And we're going to send notifications via Slack, okay? So we're going to click on basically build on integration, and we are going to create one project or one integration from start, guys. Let's give this a name, which is going to be Shopify order, and in connector we're going to select Shopify. Now click on connection and make sure to click on this plus button here, and now you have to basically connect to your Shopify store. So just copy paste the link in here of your store base URL. Choose your authentication type, which is going to be, in my case, authentication 2.0. And now you can click to copy, paste your access token, okay? You can also click on access token and do the same, all right, guys? And now you are going to be connected to your Shopify store. Now, what are we going to do is we're actually going to map these order fields inside of Shopify to our ERP, which is going to be SAP, okay? So we're going to click on this plus button and we're going to click on map. And now we're going to open this. We're going to give this a name, just, to have it in mind. And then in the map, it should show here basically our Shopify order connector, okay? In my case, it doesn't show because I didn't connect to my Shopify account, but it should be in here, okay? So just select it, all right, guys? And just click on OK. Great. Now, finally, we're going to add a connector, okay, which is going to be actually a Slack connector. Here, you're going to have a list of the different steps and the different connectors, but usually what you're looking for is not going to be here. So just look for it in the search bar, and you can also look for it in here, okay, in the connect section, but you can also go to the execute and to the logic in case you want to add, something else that is maybe a little bit more complicated. In my case, I'm just going to look for it here, Slack. All right, guys? Once again, you're going to have to connect to your Slack account. So just give this a name, click on this plus icon in connection. And from here, you can select your authentication type. Okay, and you can also select this one in case you want to access from your access token. All right, guys? So just make sure that you connect to your client in Slack. In the action, I'm just going to click on create, and it's going to create a message for us. Okay, so after you finish, you can get your operation in here and you can specify the message and click on OK. Something that we can do in the middle is to add a try catch to handle fail, SIP writes, okay, and maybe retry or notify IT, our IT department, okay? So what are we going to do is we're going to pull this, arrow here, and we're going to add a new step. And that's going to be basically, a try catch. Okay, so you can just find it here in the logic section. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, just let's add a try catch in here. You can also drag it. There we go. Great. Once again, just give it a name and a retry count. In my case, it's going to be, 2 retry counts. It's going to try for 2 times. Okay, and the failure trigger is going to be all errors. And let's click on OK. Before you test it, you're going to have to install a runtime. Okay, so just click on test here, and that's going to prompt you to install a runtime. So let's click on OK. And then you can just set up your preference. In my case, it's going to be in the cloud. And you can select either of these, the integration cloud or the test cloud. Either of these is going to work, and just give this a name, and you can install your runtime. So you guys, that's pretty much it for the integrations inside of this platform, inside of Boomi. The pros, in my opinion, is that you have like a very visual, low-code design with reusable connectors and templates. You have a lot of support for different APIs, as you can see in here. You have over, 250, which is nice. And it's very, corporative and very useful for large teams. Now, the cons, in my opinion, is that the learning curve is very steep. Actually, it's very complex for most cases. And it's just sometimes not very intuitive in terms of how it works. Okay, I found that some integration platforms such as Zapier are just better. Also, you have a higher cost that may be prohibitive for smaller businesses. And yeah, so in my opinion, I wouldn't really try this. If you have access to Zapier maybe or to other integration tools, I think that's going to be like the safest choice and maybe better. But yeah, guys, just try it and let us know how it goes. Thank you so much.